This portion of the 006 podcast is brought to you by First Family Mortgage Company. If you want to save on your mortgage and really come out on the other end with a whole lot of extra change, then you need to go on First Family Mortgage. You can get a second chance refinance, a 1 FMC 7-year guarantee, green light underwrite. I mean, all different types of things. A home improvement loan, for your dream house. These guys can really help you out over there. It's an easy process, the right mortgage, and you can feel confident about it. They'll help you out. The boys over there are really nice. That's NMLS number 65084. And now, the man of the hour, Alec Trevelyan. What's going on today, guys? Alec TROPHER, the man is here. The dirtiest player in the game. How are you doing? How you doing, Nick? I'm just great, Dad. It's been a great week. I'm feeling good. Excited about the future, and I'm good. How are you, man? Never better. Just absolutely, in awe, incomplete, and shudder awe. And every time I look up, I mean, this place just amazes me, man. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm sure that the people can agree with you. I mean, we just now came off of a strong, I would say probably 5 or 6 months, 4, 5 or 6 months, and XTV is sort of kind of taking a breather, but there's new shows up on the XTV World channel, and this will be going up pretty soon on XTV East Coast. So although things have slowed down just a little bit, just a tad, we're still moving forward, and we're going to get right into that with our top 4 stories. All right, let's hear it. So the number 1 story, of course, would be Worlds Collide. The Worlds Collide event took place, I believe, a week or so ago. Did you see it, and how'd you like it if you did? I did see it. I did. Just talk about, just guys going out there and just, just caring. You know what I mean? Just giving a damn. That's all that was about. That's all that was about. At the end of the day, you got guys out there that, barely know each other, that are able to, make something happen. And, just in the name of good fun, sportsmanship, entertainment, and, that's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. I definitely agree with that. I mean, everybody knows that, there was one time period where, what just took place at Worlds Collide was something that was only dreamt of, and, that was actually something that was able to, a dream that was able to come true. Am I right, Dad? Couldn't have said it better. Guys, it was just, phenomenal. I mean, that main event, holy cow. I'm surprised the roof didn't blow off of that place. The NWN is harder than hell. Come on, are you kidding? Like that's got to be like the first thing that you think of. When you're thinking about that thing over there, and it's just like they didn't go over. Yeah, it just makes you wonder. How do things move forward with the NWN not really running amok? Does that weaken the NWN? I mean, because you have like Frost and Shields, and then you have like they're over there, and like if I'm not mistaken, like the name NWN was mentioned by Dwayne Frost. He was saying NWN for life. So it's interesting seeing how does that move forward, because the deal was that like everything was over after Worlds Collide, and Frost is still saying NWN, but meanwhile I mean, for a shoot, that leaves, King Kong kind of back in the situation that he was in, because I mean, he was supposed to be able to, like his whole goal, his whole mission was to fill the NWN and to get two guys, and so he was successful in doing that, but then he kind of runs into this situation where he doesn't know that this is going to happen to him. I mean, does that hurt the NWN at all? Absolutely not. I mean, if you think about it, the NWN, has been going, for God knows how long, and he'll figure it out. Trust me. King Kong knows how to get this guy. He knows how to get himself over. He can get anything over. He's got that old school thing about him. He keeps himself special. If you look, he's never on any interviews. Or very rarely. You really have to seek and search to find something with King Kong on it, and it's like that on purpose. Those NWN guys get it. And their heels, they're not supposed to be dealing with everybody else. They treat it like a shoot, and you gotta admire that. That NWN thing, it's like it's its own thing. But he'll figure it out. Trust me. I got huge faith, in that entire camp. And then you still got Too Hot for Me, though. I mean, yeah, you can't forget about the West Side. So I mean, those guys, trust me, they've got something up their sleeve. You can rest assured that they've got something up their sleeve. All right. Next top story here. Let me go through my notes. Is oh yeah, Mortal Kombat just now recently was released on the XTV World Channel. Have you heard any feedback, Dad? And have you saw it for another time? Didn't really get a chance to look at it. I'm gonna be honest. I saw it once before I started it. It's a good film. I just I hope that everybody I hope that they enjoy it. It's one of those deals where at the time, the XTV World, they were trying to just see how we thought it was a good idea to have like certain guys fit into certain roles. And so I don't think that the dialogue was really concentrated on that much, which personally I think it should have been. Because that would have made it its own deal. But I mean, it's fine. It's a good thing. A lot of people haven't seen that Mortal Kombat thing. You know what I mean? So for that reason, they can actually enjoy it. And you gotta understand, Nick. That film, that wasn't meant for the world. That was just something that was to introduce, the new Mortal Kombat to the West Side guys. That's what that really was. It was an in-home thing. And now that XTV has opened up, now different eyes are getting on the product. And they're seeing things like that. So, there's a whole lot of banter in there that I feel like a whole lot of people won't get. But I think that that's also going to be the XTV way. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. Because I mean, that's just XTV. I think that a lot of things in XTV is what makes XTV what it is and always will be. And I think that, but I also think that as people continue to stick with XTV, I think that they're gonna be in on a whole lot of the things, and maybe they'll even pick up on a whole lot of the older things. Because like Justin is pretty good at like explaining things, or like attempting to smarten the crowd up on different things like that. When you say Justin's gonna be, I talked to him, and we're gonna get him on this show here. Yeah, I'm really gonna let him have it. And if you guys were wondering where Sally is, she's actually in church right now. Me and Nick, we didn't go today. We're being bad. Yeah. Well, we actually have obligations, and this is actually one of them. because Shannon's schedule is like really, really crazy. It's nuts. I can't wait. That's the guess, guys. If we didn't say it today, well, she's actually my next topic. Yep, Shannon returns. She's my fourth topic, or excuse me, my third topic of the day. She's back in the ring, Dad. Well, yeah. I don't think that they've had her wrestling yet. I mean, and truth be told, I'll let her talk about it. But she hasn't really stopped. I mean, she did Proving Grounds. That's what she had to do. That's exactly what she had to do. I mean, she came off that loss, and she's too strong of a character to just sit around and just be like some jobber. She can't be getting jobbed out like that. I mean, she's too damn good on the mic. She's too good on the ring. And it's like, all right, let's kind of take some time off and repackage her and figure this thing out. Yeah, well, she did something really interesting. Yeah, I know we don't have a whole lot of time with it, so I'm gonna hurry this up. We're gonna talk to her about that. Not a real news heavy week. My final topic is the live show that took place. I was not there, but I saw a little bit of it last night. Dad, were you there? Do you know anything about it? I was there. I was there backstage because Shannon was there, and yeah. In fact, that's where she made her return. No, actually, she was on TV. Like some weeks ago, she made her return to television. Like before Worlds Collide. Well, yeah, I wasn't there for that one, but she said that she was actually going to be like out there in the arena, tonight or on that night at that live event you're talking about, right? Yeah. So and that was a big deal right there. That was a big deal for her. And I got to tell you guys about this, because that day we were doing the show, and so it's time now. It's time for Shannon to go out. So she goes out. She cuts this great promo, a wonderful promo, and then all of a sudden, all the power in the entire building goes out, guys. Complete shoot, guys. The entire thing goes out. Complete blackout. Nobody knows what's going on. All right. So, they get things set back up. All right. Now we don't know. So we're rolling, guys. We're in front of a live crowd. All right. So, come to find out, we didn't get the footage of Shannon going out there and cutting the promo. So now she's pissed, because now they're telling her, Shannon, you got to go back out there, and she really wasn't, she was kind of, pissy at me, because, I was just trying to, tell her, like, hey, you got this, Shannon, and all this, and she's getting mad at me for telling her that, that she's got it. For crying out loud. I mean, give me a break. That's funny. Give me a break. I mean, I'm just saying you're doing a good job. Sally was there, and I'm like, for crying out loud. I'm just trying to tell her, you're doing a great job, Shannon. You got this. I mean, because I know how it is. When you haven't been out there in a long time, and that crowd can be they can be harsh. Let's be honest, that crowd can be harsh. So, long story short, guys, I mean, she goes back out there, she kills it, and then now she's doing the deal with Cassie Cage, which, she's a great talent as well. I think that they're going to, work real well together. It's Shannon's time, man. Long time overdue. Yeah, well, I mean, Shannon, I think that Shannon's gonna go over Cassie once this thing happens, but you never know. I mean, you just don't know. Yeah, exactly. But as far as just to comment on the live event, I was there. I saw the matches. Great card. And yeah, I mean, that's all I can say, because I mean, we're at this point now where, I mean, you guys can't talk about things, because of the fact that, I mean, everything, and, it's been mentioned before, everything got pushed back, everything got pushed out of the way because the worlds collide. And I think that, it was pretty smart by Terry Williams to just go ahead and, do it when it got done because, it was taking up a whole lot of creative space. It was taking all the creative space, and so it's cool that they're back to getting back to normal, starting to get back to normal. Yes, and we're starting to get back to normal. We're gonna go ahead and talk to the one and only Shannon TROPHER. She's taking time out of her busy schedule to chit chat with her brother and her father, and it's on the other side of this commercial break, so stay tuned.
The 006 Podcast.
Nick, you gotta try this thing. It's called Grubhub.com. I was online the other day. You wouldn't believe it. So I'm ordering my food, and I was listening to another podcast. I'm not gonna say who it was, but he's one of my favorite stars of all time. All right, and he gives me this promo code AUSTIN. Real deal, guys. I went on there, because I'm trying to stick to my diet. All these other places, that you can order from are crap. I don't want to put that crap in my body. So I order from Grubhub. And, they have a list of all these different restaurants. They got vegan style food. You know what I mean? And the best thing about it is that they guarantee that it's going to be in 1 hour or less. Get this thing, 15 minutes. 15 minutes my food was prepared and delivered to me, guys. And I was eating. It's unbelievable. That's definitely something, Dad, because I've definitely ordered. I order a whole lot of takeout every week, and the thing about it is like these delivery drivers, they get bombarded with all kinds of deliveries, and it's not their fault that they take a long time. But to avoid that, you just want to just go with the people who guarantee and who are the number one in their league. So Grubhub is definitely what you want to go with. If you're trying to order some food, you don't really feel like stepping out or anything like that, forget the rest. Now you got the best. And right now, that's right, Dad, there is a promo code AUSTIN. You can get $7 off your meal. It works. Just go on to grubhub.com. That's right. You heard it right here on the 006 podcast. Dad, we would be remiss, I think, if you didn't say it, because there's usually another promo code, but that doesn't work for this particular promo here at Grubhub. And what is that promo code, Dad? I think you're talking about TROPHER. That's right. Again, that doesn't work for the Grubhub app. The one that we told you before is actually the one that actually works. But we just do this because a few fans have wrote in and said that they like it when you go TROPHER. Grubhub.com.
The 006 Podcast.
Well, she made her debut last year in the year of 2017. She came out to pretty good welcoming. People really took to her. She has been known to have many great rivalries and really known to stand out on her own. She's the latest TROPHER, and she's my sister. Ladies and gentlemen, via telephone, the one and only Queen of TROPHERs, Miss Shannon TROPHER. Oh, that's it.
Thanks, Nick.
How you doing, kid?
I'm great, Dad. I'm just coming out of training. I was just doing a little bit of a workout and just enjoying my day.
That's great. Shannon. I mean, I always tell you, I'm so proud of you. I mean, you work so hard at it, and it really shows.
Yeah, I mean, I have to. I mean, everybody knows that, when you're, you know, when you're a part of a family that, has such a strong legacy, you just want to be able to, show that, that you can live up to that. And, not even show people that you can live up to it, but, just be able to prove to yourself that you can. Um, because, I mean, to be honest, guys, I mean, like, out the gate, like, I mean, I was given like the whole Shannon gimmick. Like, I was I was like not I was not even expecting to ever be a wrestler. Like, I mean, I was just gonna be like not even known at all. And like, it came out that they were gonna do NXT, and then Dad, and his friends, were just like, Shannon, you should give it a try. And I was like, well, I don't know. And maybe. And they thought that it would really be good for me. And I don't know, just it's just, I guess, a way to sort of keep the Choffer name, the Choffer legacy, like, going. I mean, nowadays, because Dixie's out there, but people don't really know Dixie for being a truffer, even though she is.
But yeah, I mean, like, I guess, like, my question would be, like, how exactly did you get your start? Like, I mean, who broke you in?
Well, it was really, I mean, I always just give credit to Dad, because Dad told me that he'd handle everything as far as getting me in. Dad, I mean, you were so excited about just me being a part of XTV.
Oh, I mean, because you just got it, kid. I mean, you just you, you just got it. You have it. You have everything all the way around, and I mean, the thing about it was, Miss Martha wanted to do this whole NXT gimmick, and I was just like, look, my daughter would be perfect for your show. You know what I mean? Because that's, this was all about bringing out brand new talent. And so, like, the whole idea, guys, was like a complete shock, a shock of the system, a complete surge in talent. Because, guys, you know, if you've been checking out XTV over the years, I mean, there's seasons where a new guy won't come in, forever. It will be forever, the same old guys all the time, which is fine, I mean, because we're a big happy family over here. But at the end of the day, it's just, and everybody always gives her credit, and it's true. It's Miss Martha's forward thinking, because she wants to make this a world thing, and so, like, you gotta expand, and you gotta reinvent. And Shannon, you're definitely that evolution.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I mean, you're coming off of a real long hiatus, from the ring, and I think that you were gone for so long that people actually started to think that maybe you weren't, like, gonna be coming back.
Yeah, I mean, it was long, and I mean, I appreciate it. Honestly, it's just like everything is it's so, like, screwed up. Like, people think that people just think things are true that aren't true. Like, when I first came in XTV, like, the first day I was here, like, I was just thrown out there. And so, like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm just always, I always feel like I'm playing catch up. It's very, like, very rarely, like, when I'm in the ring, when I'm out there in the arena and, like, doing my thing there, like, I really feel at home. Like, I really feel like I got this. And that's why, you know, well, I'm jumping all over the place, but what I was saying about the first time I came out, like I was just thrown out. Like, Dad, you called me in the room, and like I come in, and like everybody was there, and I'm like, whoa, like hello, and like like the girls in the locker room, like it's like something that we talk about, and it's not like about being scared, cause yeah, like this is what this is what we're here for, but at the same time, like being a rookie and being not known, being the elephant in the room, basically. Like, how do you become a part of that group where everybody is like just so huge and everybody's got these like enormous personalities? I mean, like when you watch um East meets West, like it's just go go go. I mean, like I was watching like one episode where they couldn't get the sound to work, and like you just watch it, and like they're still doing it, and then like then it comes on, and then you just hear it, and they're still like, even though the sound's not on, even though like everything is like going like to crap, they're still like having fun. And Justin saying like, "Oh, this is a barn burner," and like they're just still like, still trying to make this thing work at the same time where like all this madness is happening, and like this show is just shitting, on itself. Excuse my language, but
You're fine,
um,
Shannon. I always call her Sally.
he
She
always
looks so
confuses
much
me
like
with
Sally when
mom.
she was younger. You wouldn't believe it. I'll show you pictures. Holy cow, holy cow.
But yeah, I mean the point that I'm making is that it's just to be in that environment is not really easy. I mean, I'm more comfortable with it now, but I wasn't then. Like I wasn't. Because it's just the pressure of like not knowing yourself, like not knowing how you fit in as a star in the next TV.
Well, that's why we gave you the gimmick, Shannon, so that you can kind of figure it out. I mean, everybody knows I Ric Flair trough, and that was the premise behind it. You were a trother, and Shannon, the stage was already set for you already. The stage was set. James. I mean, he brought me in. He took care of me. And I did. I was able to branch off. I was able to sustain my own thing. You know, and I always made the family a part of it. Look at Beast. Look at the star he is. Look at Sally. Even Nick now. Nick. I mean, people he goes out. People notices who he is. You know what I mean? And it's just like, the list goes on and on. And now, you're a part of that. And, we weren't gonna, I mean, we say that, and go back to to that first podcast, Shannon, when, when I was, you say that you were thrust out there, but the whole deal was, Dixie was there. You know,
I love her.
she was right there. And it's like, and then she didn't know, she didn't know that's why she laughed, and that's what it became, the gimmick. She ran with the gimmick. Yeah, Dixie's a complete professional. She's a pro. She's like just like 100% pro. She's from that time period, and so that's the whole thing. So it's like, even if you fell, she was gonna pick you, and you weren't gonna fall. I mean, you got like, it's already there, Shannon. I think that it took a while for you to start to realize it, but it's already there. And Dixie, she was gonna take good care of you. And once they realized, once I said, "Hey guys, it's Shannon," then it was just like that. Everybody in the room bust out laughing.
I was so embarrassed because I thought they were laughing at me.
They weren't laughing. They were laughing, but they weren't laughing at you. They were laughing at the gimmick. And you just get it.
I just thought that it was so screwed up. Like, gosh, like I'm watching this and you call me in while this is happening, and I'm going, it's ruined. Like I did all this preparing, I did all this training for nothing. I just felt like once I came inside of XTV, like it just meant nothing. And like, yeah, I guess I was wrong, but it's still, I still feel like I have to work it because it's like it's still different from how I was supposed to come in. Like I was supposed to come in with everybody knowing like your legacy and how you are, and how you do your Ric Flair thing, and then me just being the daughter, but like it wasn't like that. I just feel like that moment ruined it.
That moment made it better, Shannon. It made it way better. And like I said, Dixie was there to take good care of you. I mean, look at what she did. I mean, she really, all you had to do was just go out there and be great. All you had to do was have great matches, and you would get over.
Well, she really helped me. I mean, I give credit to Dixie for helping me with my promos and my mic skills because like she just really made me have to just step up, and I mean, really she just made me like learn how to work my gimmick really. Um like I really got that from her, and so I can do that with like any other girls, like JoJo, like JoJo. JoJo. A lot of people don't like her, but she was instrumental as well. And like she's my friend. You know, because we're really similar at first, and like one of the first things that we learned, in promo class was to like not sound like anybody, and like to like for it's like Justin always says that like people should know you by your voice because they can't see you sometimes. Like that's how XTV was. Like XTV wasn't always visual. It was mostly like this, like this type of format.
Right.
So people should just be able to decipher, who's who by your voice, and you really have to be different. And that was a struggle that JoJo and I had. I think Killer had said it once. He was just like, you know, you guys sound alike, or he made some kind of comment, and so we had to work, and so that's why they put us in a program together, where we had to, kind of go back and forth, and like find ourselves. Um, and we were able to accomplish that through that, and still entertain people, and have like a great program, and some great matches. So like just things like that really, truly mean the world to me. I mean, I love it. I really love it. Like it's like a great rush, especially when you're winning, especially when you're on top, because I don't know. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing.
It's funny. I mean, yeah, like you mentioned that like people do get a misconception about like about you and about your role in NXTV and in XTV. Um, and then like you mentioned Dixie, and people might get the idea that you guys like really hate each other, or that you really hate Dixie because of like how you guys go back and forth.
But that's what I love about her, because I mean she's able to like. That's what I'm talking about. It's that intensity, and it's like somebody like me really needs that. And like like when Tia Ray and her, when they were going at it, like like I was like saying like Dixie was right, because I mean like Tia, like she kind of came in with a chip on her shoulder, and this is not a knock to her, but it's like she thinks that since she's known like in all these other places, that it's going to be that same kind of way over here, and it's really not. And like Tia didn't realize that Dixie was helping her get over. She helped me get over, and like you saw the intensity like off of both of those girls. And yeah, it takes two, but like I think that Tia just needed to realize that, like, how strong of a character that Dixie is, that she's able to help you. Because it's like, Dixie's the type of character, like, she's just, she's like 200%. Like, I mean, if you put her in any situation, she's gonna get it over. Like, she's like the best. I mean, I think she's the best in everywhere, like all the way around. I mean, you could just like even better than Ada, and I love Miss Vickers, but I mean, if you compare the two, like think about it. If you put like Dixie in any movie or like anything, like it's either going to be funny or really interesting. And I'm not so sure of like Ada. Like I think that she's got like a type of thing that she's got like a niche. Whereas Dixie, I just feel like she could just you know all the way around do it. Like and it's probably because Dixie has been like in XTV kind of longer than Ada. I know that Ada started first, but like Dixie, like she stuck around as where Ada kind of left and did her own thing and then came back. So you know that's just how I see things.
It's always interesting hearing, the kids talk about, the legends here in XTV. But I mean, you said that that you took that loss, or you said that you were on top there, and I remember you taking the loss to Jackie Briggs. I mean, tell the people about how you felt right there.
Um, Really, I have nothing but the utmost respect for Jackie. Like she works so hard. Jackie's just, she's just a really hard worker. I mean, she works her butt off, and like, it's competition, in XTV. Like it's like a high level of competition. Like everybody really wants to stand out, and like when I first initially started training, Jackie's who I trained with. It was her, Cassie, um, Pasadena, um, who else? Malia came to our class later, but yeah, I mean, like that was like the oh yeah, Carmen was there, um, and maybe somebody else, but yeah, I mean, like we were like the very first initial you know girls in the class, and they just we just really learned from each other because she knows a whole lot, um just like from all the training that she's done in her life, all of her life experiences. And she was nervous trying to figure out how does she make that work. Like how do you fit that into XTV? How do you turn like Mortal Kombat into XTV? How do you make that work in a in a 20 by 20 ring? Like how does that translate? And that's what I was saying, because it's like that. I mean, like you're able to just be a XTV guy and a on air personality, and that's not always easy.
Shannon, I tell you all the time, and I was telling Nick, like I mean, you got pissed off at me, because I was telling you that, that you're fine, that you're doing a good job.
That's because like I mean, and like that, it wasn't even like I wasn't mad. I was just like I was just like everybody was everybody was like going, Shannon, you've got it, you know, Shannon, like, and it's like everybody was just saying all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm fine, like, I don't know, it was just like so much pressure, like, in that moment, and they kept, people were going, are you alright? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, and people were just treating me like it was something wrong with me, and I was fine. And then, like, the lights went out, and it's like I had to do it all over again, and I was just like, it was just really a frustrating moment right then, and I was just coming back, and I just felt fine, and it was just like, man, I was so annoyed.
Well, I mean, listen, we love you to death. I mean, we're only trying to help you out there.
I mean, yeah, I understand. It's just, Dad, you know how it is. I mean, like when you're in that moment. I mean, everybody's not you, so
We see, there
that's
she's doing it again. Are you kidding
maybe
me?
you don't know how it is.
I mean, I always tell you, Shannon. I mean, listen, you're a chip off the old block. They absolutely love you, kid. They absolutely love you. What were you doing during that time period that you had to sit out though, Shannon? I mean, like because like we said, I mean, you took a long, long time off, so long that people started to like, be like, oh, Shannon, yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just continued to train. I just continued to have matches. I just wanted to become better. I just wanted to become stronger in my character. I'm still wanting to become stronger in my character. Still want to be somebody that, people look at as, a formidable opponent for anybody. Uh, and at the time it was a decision that was made by Ms. Martha because she said that she wants me to, she wants to keep my character strong. And when you have such, a losing streak like that, it's really hard to stay a strong character. So you kind of have to take that time off. Um, and so it was fine. You know, like I just tried to come at it from a perspective of like understanding, if that makes sense, because like um I realized that like Jackie worked so hard, and there's only one women's championship, there's only one women's title, and you know there's all these stars in NXTV that want that shot. And at the time, I had a lot of excuse me, I've had a lot of I had a lot of attention being paid to me, and like every week I was getting booked because the fans were really, you know, pushing for me and asking about me.
They still do.
Um,
Dixie. Dixie's always. Every episode she's like, is Shannon gonna be there?
yeah, I know, and I think I've started to tell her like when I'm gonna be on, you know, but yeah, I mean, the point I was making was, like I just, and then like even Cassie Cage, like seeing her be out, and seeing how anxious she was to get into the ring, and be a star on the screen. And then them telling her, we're waiting for this to happen, waiting for that to happen. Um, so it's just like just learning from the things around me, from the situations around me, learning from what I saw, and just learning how to just be patient, with everything. But just continue to try to be your best. I was still at the performance center, still trying to get booked. I did a couple shows like at the Proving Grounds just to get some wins on my record so that I can come back, not just off of losses, but I've had some victories. And like once or twice, I think I had like a TV match, I think maybe, or I did something. I did something that it probably wasn't for TV, but I was I've done some things. So like I wasn't just sitting home, just watching the show. I've definitely been active, and still under contract. Like I stayed with my contract. They didn't take my slot or anything. So it's just been fine. And now I'm back, and I came back Like that night when the lights had went off. I had to go back out there, so I was so frustrated, and I was just like, all right, they want me to go back out there, which is so embarrassing, But girls have done it before. Like they made Jackie Briggs and Tia Ray go out after they had a insane barn burner, and Jackie was like sweating profusely. They made them go back out to the ring, entrances and all, I think, and do the match again because it something happened where it didn't get recorded or something, and it was just like again, just learning from that, and just I'm just saying for myself, just make it better, just go out there, do better than you did the first time, and I just took it as like an opportunity to just be better, and yeah, it's just like I just go out there and I'm just like, I don't think you heard me the first time, but they didn't get that on the camera.
Yeah, I think the way they did was they actually cut it, on the final footage, so you only get like part of the entrance. But you were phenomenal. You were absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and then that was like the night that Cassie Cage like made her debut. Like she made her debut in front of the live crowd. It was a live event. I'm not sure how many people have watched it. Um, but I was really happy to be a part of that. You know, because like for the past year or so, they've been trying to make it where it's me and Cassie, and get us like in a rivalry, and that's why me and Jackie Briggs did the business that we did. Um, but in which really, if I can tell the truth, the way the story was supposed to go was that she was supposed to well, I was supposed to be the women's champion already, and I was supposed to beat Jackie Briggs in the best of seven, and then and then like yeah, and then like so all that stuff that happened with Jackie Briggs winning the belt, and then her losing to Raylan, and all that stuff, all that would have not happened. All that stuff, they probably would have still got to like Raylan and Jackie Z, since that just makes sense. But none of that would have happened. I would have been the champion the whole time, and I would have beat Jackie Briggs, and I would have beat Raylan, and I would have beat everybody as champion, and like I just would have been this huge heel on top, and then I would have probably been at this show, at this live event, or maybe earlier, because it we just with all these hiccups happening, and having to rethink the strategies, like it's postponing Cassie getting into XTV, which was what she was getting upset about, because things just kept on getting rerouted and delayed and delayed. So this probably would have happened sooner, where I would have cut my promos talking about how bad I beat everybody, and then she finally gets to come in, and she says, that you haven't challenged me yet. Um, and then she probably would have came in and took the championship off me, but it didn't work out that way. So now it's gonna be, that's just a second alternative, because they had a way where she would come in, and then Jackie was the one, because when Jackie was the champion, then it was like, okay, we'll have it where Jackie Briggs would be Jackie Briggs. Jackie Briggs was supposed to beat Raylan, and then Raylan just go on with her story with Jackie Z, and then it's like, oh well, she lost the championship, opportunity, but she fought a good fight, and then Cassie comes in, and then yeah, so it definitely would have been earlier because it would have been the next show after, where Jackie Briggs probably would have cut her promo, and then Cassie Cage would have showed up and challenged her, and it would have been Jackie versus Cassie. So that's so that's how we got here though, guys. It's like, me and Cassie Cage at the live event finally was able to happen because um, circumstances.
Yeah, I mean it's incredible. It's incredible how they work things out over there. With the chaos that is XTV. I mean, it's just crazy that you guys are able to, work something like that. Unbelievable. What kind of time we got? You got a little bit more time?
Um, yeah, I think I got, like a few more minutes.
What do you got, Nick? One of the things that I notice about your character is that they have you with Summer Rae and Sasha Banks, but they also have you with Dad. I mean, so what's the deal with that?
Um, that's a good question. I really don't honestly have the answer for that, T.
I really don't have the answer for that. Teeth. But I guess I mean because there was a point where like they were gonna actually split us up because I was losing so bad that
They suggested to me that I was losing so bad that I just get pissed off, and to get my wins back, um, that I just turn on my team, and that way I could just be with Dad, and so I just come out of nowhere, and they were gonna shoot it really funny, and I was just gonna come back, and I was gonna start snapping and just going off, talking about, going on a tirade, talking about how I keep losing and I'm always losing, and then I just see Sasha, and or the shot just pops up on Sasha, and you just see me just like smack her out of the shot, and then the same thing happens to Summer, um, and it was just gonna be like that. I was just gonna like just completely like crap on my teammates, and then that was gonna be the end of us. But we're the BFFs. We're BFFs, and I didn't want to do that. Like like I just want to keep them as my allies because I mean in NXTV like I have nobody else. There's nobody there that like would have my back. Like nobody. I'm like a loner, and that's why they put me with her. And it's like with Dad, like I mean it's cool having Dad, but like it's really not a point in having him because he can't help me do anything. Like he'll get me disqualified. Like we can't get any get back in with Sasha and Summer. Like we could do so much stuff. Like Sasha has all the charisma. Summer Rae is really funny. Like God, she makes me laugh. She's just so goofy and so hilarious. And like I can play off of them, and like we can have matches, we can have tag team matches, and that's what I told them. Like I'm like, no, I want to keep them. We're beautiful, fierce females.
the beautiful, fierce females. Well, I mean, I understand, kid. I mean, that makes perfect sense. The only reason why I would be there is if you were there.
I think I'm gonna turn on Dad. Like I think I'm gonna do what Charlotte did and just like slap the crap out of you.
I would be down for it, sweetheart. I'll do it in a heartbeat.
I think that's what I want to do. Like I just want to go on TV and turn on Dad. That would be so funny. Like if your face turned all red.
I would be crying. I'd be like, Steve, Steve. Holy cow.
Speaking of teeth.
Holy cow. That's so funny. But,
You're so crazy, Dad.
but, you know, match of the year candidate, and I think that we could just go ahead and say a 2017 match of the year. You can find it on XTV World, guys. It's Shannon, I believe it's Shannon and Dixie teaming up to go up against Yosi and Ada in a tag team match. And Alec is joining the band for color commentary. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. It's XTV. It's what you know and love about XTV. That fast pace, unpredictable atmosphere. And I mean, in your rookie years, Shannon, I mean, like, you were in one of the matches that's known for a match of the year. But not only that, but I mean, they were like considering you several times to just go ahead and join the main roster.
Well, about that, like, I'm I'm honored that they would say something like that about me, and they were prepared to do that for me. But again, I'm not, like, I know a lot of people like me, and I know that a lot of people like have things, you know, good to say about me, but like truthfully, I really would like to I really would, like, I've got a lot of goals in NXTV that I want. Like, I truly want to be the NXTV Women's Champion. Like, I really want that. And like that's truly a goal of mine. Because that's where I started at, and like everybody there, they're like my family. Like, I mean, after the pay-per-views, like, I mean, I love, like, when, like, Miss Martha or Terry Williams, when we would all get together and everybody's like tired, and we just like are able to come together as a family and just be like, good job everybody, like, we killed that, and like before anybody even sees it on TV or anything like that, or on the network, like, we're able to just have that moment with each other. And I'm not ready to leave that. Like, I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible, like, the camaraderie that we have. And like, it's almost like, and I've talked about it with others, like, it's almost like, yeah, we do want to go to the main roster and we do want to be a part of that, but once you're a part of that, like, there's no turning back. And like, that's why I'm like, I'm just not ready yet. Like, there's just so many girls. Like, if I went to the main roster, I wouldn't have been able to do what, like the thing with Cassie Cage. Like, I still feel like, me and Raylan can have like a great program. And Raylan, I'm going to be the one, I'm telling you right now, I'm taking that women's title off you. Mark my words, guys. As long as Raylan keeps it, I'm gonna be the one to take it.
Got some shooting words here. I wish we can do like 90. I wish we could do like 90 and put the guns. I love the way he does that.
But yeah, and she's great though. I mean, she's like really just something special.
They've strapped the rocket to that girl. Are you kidding? Since day one, I mean, they took one look at her. They're like, "Oh yeah, she looks like Brandy. Give her the Brandy gimmick. Forget about it."
Yeah, I mean, and she deserves it. I mean, like, a lot of girls really work hard, and she's one of the girls that just really wanted to have the women's championship, and she really felt bad when she lost it, to Cassidy. Nobody was expecting that, and she's not giving it up easily. You know what I mean? Like, like, yeah, it's a work, but it's a shoot, because like if you're the champion, or if you're winning, or if you're on top, like, you wanna stay on top, and you don't want anybody like trying to take your spot. You don't, like, you want to keep that belt, and if somebody is to dethrone you, it has to make sense. Like, you work too hard to just have some fluke take place. So, like, the women take it really serious. And, you have to take it serious.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, Shannon, we're probably taking up too much of your time.
Oh, Dad.
No, I'm serious. I'm proud of you. I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
You're doing a great job out there. Any last things you want to say to Shannon? No, just that I'm very excited that you're back. You're definitely, to me, a really huge part of the show. I'm happy that you're my sister. I'm happy that you're part of the family. I think that you're keeping the family legacy going. You're doing great work, and you're definitely one of my favorites. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
So there it is, guys. Shannon Troffer. Give it up for her. Give it up for her.
Thanks, guys, so much.
Thank you for joining us. Love you, kid.
Love you guys. Bye.
Isn't it great? Yeah, she's definitely she's definitely a star. She's so graceful. Yeah, she graceful troughs. You know what I mean? And new trough guys. If you guys don't know, there's all kinds of troughs. Shannon graceful troughs. All right. White teeth trough. Yeah, she definitely white teeth troughs. A lot of people don't know what we're talking about, but we're troughers. That's right. That's right. You radio trough, Nick. Good radio trough. Yeah, at 6501 WD. No, see, you just screwed it up. Guys, thank you for tuning in this week. Thank you guys. We appreciate it so much. Nick, they didn't think that this show would be any good when it first started out. And can you blame them? I mean, from that one episode, guys. If you haven't seen the last episode, that cluster, you gotta check it out. It's called 006 Podcast Episode 1 or something like that. Completely terrible, guys. But yeah, I mean, we're still here. I don't know how many episodes we've done now. I've got 2 in the can that are going to be coming out. So yeah, I mean, we're here, guys. We're here to stay. They're probably going to fire me off of XTV World, but I got a job right here on the East Coast, so I don't care. Until next time, guys, it's your boy, Trouble on, Alec. Trouble on. Nick is here. Maybe next time we'll get Sally, maybe not. She's too good for us nowadays. Love you, babe. Who's gonna be our next guest? Best. Best is gonna be stopping by. We're gonna be talking to him. XTV legend. Alright, so there you go. You guys look forward to that. The best is gonna be coming up. Nothing but the best here. We try to get the West Side guys, on so you guys can know more about the West Side. But today, we delved into the East Coast. Shannon Troffer, the one and only. And yeah, stay tuned with us because down the line, there's going to be more of your favorites. The 006 Podcast, guys. Come on.